Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So this is episode 1 of the new series dedicated to the Warhammer Exodite animation over on Warhammer TV. In this video, I'm going to be doing the breakdown of the story, pointing out some of the things which you may have missed, and also going over some of the stuff that I loved and also disliked. So let's jump in and let's get talking. So the episode opens up on telling us where all this is taking place and some information around it. It's located in the Eastern Fringe. Battle rages between the expansionist of the Tao Empire and the merciless Imperium of Man. We get more information stating desperate to evacuate a fallen colony ark from the husk of a maiden world, the Tao seek a way to end the conflict before it escalates into a system-wide war. And then we get the big information that someone in the shadow, a survivor of a ruined world, paves a way for greater vengeance. And of course, this is alluding to what this series is about, the Exodite. There's a great bit of narration in this which opens up showing some absolutely fantastic visuals. Let me just say the voice acting in this for me is fantastic. It's probably the best voice acting they've had so far in any of their animations, and that's even with Angels of Death. The visuals are absolutely stunning. Again, probably the best visuals we've had in any animation, including Angels of Death and the Bolter and Chainsaw episodes. Everything seems to be taken to a different level with this animation straight away. And we see the world in conflict. We see the Imperial starships raining down fire, bringing ruin and destruction. And then the title opens up with the Exodite. And then the next scene we see is this huge Tao fleet, which is of course heading to this planet. And again, I have to give them props on this. The fleet looks fantastic. There's like a fly through of a certain starship. Sorry, I don't know what it is because I'm not a Tau person, but it's flying through and you see all the ships, and then we meet the main character who is actually looking through the window on course to this new planet. And then there's a little bit of a flashback where she sees like a battle she was once in and this Tau dying and stuff, and obviously I think she may look at that like it's her fault that someone died. The Tau fleet finally reach the planet where, of course, the Imperium and the Tau are battling. Our protagonist, the Tao Female, is having a conversation which seems to be with her superior. Again, I don't know the title of this Tao. Hopefully you chaps can help me out on that one. But what I will say here, as much as I've been loving the visual aspect of this so far, the same problems has risen, just like Angels of Death. When a character comes to speak, it doesn't look fluid. It doesn't look proper. It doesn't really look smooth. They're still having that same problem. I know a lot of people were telling me when we talked about this, about Angels of Death and other stuff, is that when it comes to animation, that is one of the hardest things to get right. And sadly, they still haven't got it right in this series. Now, our Tao protagonist has been given a task to go down and do something, and there's this really cool scene where we see her suit up. For me, this took me back to like a Tony Stark kind of Iron Man scene, where like he's putting the suit on for the first time, and you get like an in-helmet shot, there's visuals, there's like the AI of the robot of the machine talking to like the new commander of the suit. Now, I thought it was really, really nice, and again, visually, I thought it looked absolutely fantastic. The next shot is us then panning through the ship as the entire ship is getting ready to deploy on the planet and obviously fight. Again, one of the problems that come up here is that the smoothness of some of the running animations felt a bit robotic to me, like they were kind of missing a frame. Again, visually, it looks stunning, like everything looks like it's supposed to look with the Tau. Bright, you know, very futuristic, but in terms of certain animations, I think they could do a little bit better. Now, this is where we learn her true mission. Her mission is not actually to track down and kill like the hierarchy of Imperial generals. It's the opposite of that. The Tau actually want to have peace with the Imperium. Every time they try to make contact with an Imperial general or they send delegates to an Imperial general, this shadowy figure, the Exodite, is actually killing people and making it look like the Tau are actually doing it. thus the Imperium think the Tau want war. They don't want war. They actually want peace. So it's her job to go down with her team and actually find this Exodite and bring him to justice, either by capturing him or killing him or her. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy at this point. Now, this next set of scenes has to be my favorite part of this episode. I think it's my favorite so far in any of the animations they've done, because the Imperial Navy arrive, and boy oh boy do they arrive in an Imperial fashion. So as the Tau and her team are boarding onto a shuttle to be deployed from their big ship, as I stated, the Imperium arrive and they start firing, launching everything, torpedoes, guns. And again, I keep mentioning this, visually, this looked absolutely stunning. But on top of that, the sound in this animation is top tier. It's 10 out of 10. I will not argue with the sound. We had problems with Angels of Death where the bolters didn't sound good. The chainsaws sounded a bit weak. There were certain battle sounds that just didn't feel right. In this, everything seems to have been pumped up to 100, and like I got like a 7.1 surround sound headset, and I turned it all the way up. I sat back, I replayed it 3 or 4 times because how good it bloody sounded. That added with the music, a part of this, it just makes it stunning. Again, another absolute winning point of this new series so far is the music, and of course added with the voice actor and the sound. It just takes it to a whole different bloody level. So the Imperial Navy and the Tau Navy start engaging each other, and again, there's a really cool scene as the dropships deploy out of their holds. The main battleship of the Tau actually forms like a shield. It turns to its side and it cuts off the Imperial ship about to wipe out these dropships. I won't say sacrificing itself, but taking a hell of a lot of damage. I thought that was really, really cool. So these dropships can go into orbit and actually do their task. Now, as the dropships are deploying through the atmosphere to deploy this new team to capture the Eldara, that is what our protagonist is explaining to her team, that they want to capture him or her, bring him to justice and explain their intentions, as the Tau do, because of course Tau being superior in every way. One thing that actually stood out in this scene, which I've never seen before, then again, maybe this is new to me because I've never really read a Tau book, is that 2 of the Tau were actually having a bit of banter with each other. I've always thought the Tau was suited and booted, here for business, no funny business at all, we're here for the job. But I was actually taken back okay, so maybe there is a little bit of personality to these blue boys. Again, we're greeted with another cool scene as they jump from the back of their ship and they're just falling through the sky, and they activate their stealth suits one by one. They disappear so you can't see them. Again, visually, I think it looks really, really cool. And then the video ends with a monologue from the Eldari, the Exodite himself, saying once it's begun, there is only war. And just to let you know, I've just remembered this right at the end. I should explain this at the beginning. The person who's actually voice acting the Eldar is the chap who plays the crab in SpongeBob SquarePants. I forgot his name. I know he's a massive actor. Please forgive me, but he has one of the most badass, grumpy, just coolest voices you can ever have in voice acting. So yeah, props to getting a bit of a star. I say he's a star, a part of this production. Again, massive shout out to the music and sound design, whoever mixed this. Well, actually, I know who did the music. It's Legio Symphonica. He's an absolute legend himself. You make sure to go and check out his YouTube channel. I've linked it below in the description. All in all, for this episode, I thought it was great. I would give this a hard 8.5 to maybe, do you know what? Yeah, 8.5. I won't say 9 yet until we actually see some proper battles going on and everything like that. But the fleet combat was top tier. The narration was top tier. The sound levels, the music was top tier. A little bit of a stumble when it came to the facial expressions, doing the voice acting, like I said, and also some of the actual running animations around the ship. I thought they could be a little bit better as well. But all in all, very much enjoyed this. I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to watch anything to do with Warhammer 40,000. I think Games Workshop themselves have improved on their animations. Definitely with the bolter and chainsword stuff to the end of that. At the beginning, didn't like it at all. As we mentioned with like the Necron stuff and everything, I thought that was vastly improved on the starter ones. But hopefully, this just goes up and onwards, because I think this could probably be one of their flagship animations if they get it right. Of course, Astartes is still out there to come as well. Anyway, Chaprunios, that's enough waffling from me as always. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, did you love this? Did you hate this? Of course, you know, you could have absolutely hated it. Let me know in the comment section down below, and we can have a nice little talk down there as we always do. See you now. Have a great day, and bye-bye.